Hey, welcome back to Wildcat Guitars, and we're in Season 2, Episode 2 of our favorite guitar in the shop. Today we're doing Charvel. Now, obviously, Charvel is going to be associated with shredders, 80s metal, but they make just a really great guitar. They're comfortable, they're easy to play, and pickups always sound great. So let's just dive right in here. I'm going to start off right up here with a custom shop. This is a faded shell pink, and I just love how faded this shell pink is. It looks like it's just been baking on a California beach for a few decades, and it's just barely holding on to that pink still. But the black hardware really just sets this one off for me, and I love the HS combination here. That's one of my preferred pickup combinations. So so that one is definitely one at the top of the list for me. So then next, thinking about what Charvel represents and what Charvel buyers like, and we just got in these made in Japan San Dimases. This one's got a gorgeous quilt top. It's in a transparent green burst. We were calling it emerald burst, but I mean, it's just got really great depth to the top there, a lot of movement. Just a great looking guitar, obviously made in Japan. So if you know, the Japanese guitar builders are right there, pound for pound with everybody in the world. They're putting out great stuff. But overall, the winner for me is going to be this really simple and understated DK22. I love the pickup combinations. I even love the reverse slant on the bridge pickup there. And obviously, I prefer not to have a Floyd. That's just me. Those are my personal preferences. But I just love the satin blue, love the roasted neck. The white plastics on it looks great. You know, it ties back in with the logo up here. And for me, if I was going to buy and add a Charvel to my collection today, it would be this one.
Yeah, this is an interesting thing because this is a genre of guitar that was very much in my wheelhouse for a long time, but hasn't been for about that same length of time. So there was a time when all I had was stuff like Charvels, Jacksons, Ibanez, RGs, that kind of thing. That being said, there are a couple in this room that I really am in love with. I'm just going to do a little swap here real quick. So for me, I like this one. I like this one a lot, and I like this one even more. I'm just kidding. Obviously, I'm going to gravitate towards this just because of the color. You know, in the surf world, sparkle is always a desired thing. I happen to love this one because of that ocean sparkle with the really bright white maple neck. I think it's a great contrast, especially with the black pickups. This one also, this profile of this neck is very familiar to me. So even though I don't play this style much anymore, it's very close to my Sir, actually. I could play this very easily, and it's also got a great weight to it. Usually, I would probably not play stuff with Floyd Roses because that Floyd's adding quite a bit of weight to the guitar, so unless the guitar itself is relatively light, I'm unlikely to play it, but that one's really nice. Going back to the day when I was playing this kind of stuff, of all of the outside of, Eddie's red and white and yellow and black cross-hatched guitars, Warren's Crossed Swords was always one of my favorites. I never had a chance to own one of these. I loved the simplicity of just the full shred mode, right? Humbucker only, volume only. And this is kind of old school too, because when, you go back to when these were done originally, there wasn't even a recess for the Floyd. These Floyds were all top loaded, unlike these. So it still has that kind of old school shredder vibe to it. So, and the artwork on these is just killer. It's so good. It's just classic. But my ultimate favorite this is a custom shop also. But my ultimate favorite is this San Dimas custom. I love this one because it's very, very reminiscent of an Ibanez RG that I had custom painted way back in the day. This would have been late 80s, early 90s. I even had the headstock painted at that time. So it reminds me of that guitar, but I love this one because it's got, instead of the HSS, it's got the HH. And really more than anything, I'm a huge fan of ebony fingerboards. I love the ebony fingerboard on this. They've done a great job of kind of rolling that edge a little bit. So even now, not being necessarily a fan of Floyd's, this is very much a guitar that I could use even doing what I do. So love that one a lot. I do have one honorable mention, and I'm going to go back to the one that Alex pointed out. I think if I was walking in this room right now and grabbing something off of this wall to plug in and use in the next 5 minutes, it would probably be this one. It's a super lightweight guitar. It's a really, really good neck profile. Extremely smooth. They've done a fantastic job of rolling the edges of the board and all of the frets. Playability is super smooth. And just not having the Floyd, having the basic controls, SS, because I spend a lot of time in that middle position anyway, this would be an extremely usable guitar for me. I think of what's on the wall, maybe one of the most versatile for just about anybody walking in. So anyway, that's our Charvel wall. Make sure that you stay tuned for Season 2, Episode 3, coming soon.